Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game 2 and the very last game of the first week of CVL. I can't believe we've already had 3 games, 3 very exciting games in the bag, with the 4th one just coming up, with 2 teams that have not lost yet in season 2 so far. Starting off on the defending side, we have team captain Puff, aka Huge Dump Truck, on defense, along with the rest of the Bold Beasts with Para, Kiwa, aka her bad dog, Weeb, aka Doggy Princess, and Jev. On the other side, we've got the 200 Robbers, who have technically won 2 games so far, leading with their team captain Panda, Sabites, Kuro, Bio, aka Mr. Shady Man, and Celeste. So these 2 teams have not technically played against each other, but this is the game that I am most excited about because these 2 teams have the only 2 immortals within the league, Panda being one of them and Kiwa, aka her bad dog, being the other one. So it's really going to come down to which immortal player can really carry their team and which team as a whole can perform today. Now we are finally going to get a new map that's not Ascent or Split, so this should be an exciting one. Bold Beasts versus 200 Robbers on Haven. Now, one thing right off the bats that I noticed is that Kuro this time around is not going to go on the Reina, something that he has played quite a few games on, and instead it's Celeste that's going to go with the Duelist this time, and that's a very interesting switch up for them. Another thing that I noticed is that the 200 Robbers are going for a 2 Initiator comp. Whereas on the other side, it looks like we have a more standard 2 Sentinels comp, which I think is more often seen from the starting defense side. Now, one thing, if you guys were here on stream earlier today, Puff was on the Sage on Split, and unfortunately he did not have a good game. Or it wasn't Split, it was Breeze rather. And he had one, really rough game, so hopefully he can patch things up. Hopefully he does not peek carelessly, but let's see how they do here. So 200 Robbers is going to go push on C first. Leading the charge is Kuro here. Let's see if he can get anything. Now Weeb is going to be holding site. He is just going to be backing off, so it looks like they want to play the retake game here. Now Jev is going to push through. Jev is going to fall to Sabites, so Sabites will get the first blood of this game to start it out. Kiwa gets spotted. Kiwa also spots where the enemy is now. Kiwa and Para. Puff adding to the list, being able to get 3 quick kills. Now it's down to Sabites and Celeste. Celeste will be able to get that one, but she's going to get overwhelmed. So Bold Beast starting off to a really good start with that retake here, and this man, along with his friend Jeff, are 2 players that we did not see yesterday in Bold Beast games, but these guys are, Immortal and Platinum, respectively, which really, is a rival almost to Kuro and Panda, who are Diamond and Immortal, right? These 2 players are the 2 dynamic duo that I've talked about lots, but Kiwa and Jeff, this is going to be their first debut in CVL so far, and unlike the other players, Kiwa and Jeff did not play the first season, so this is the first time I see them in a competitive setting, and so far it seems like they're unfazed by it. It seems like they're almost ready for it. Of course, playing at this high of a level, in ranked, I'm pretty sure they're used to the pressure, so I don't think this is anything new for them. But Para is able to start it off this time round with the judge on his fellow chamber. And Para is going to spot a couple here as his trap gets shot down, and it looks like Kiwa wants to push this. Para will overwhelm. Jeff will get a kill on the other side as well, so now it's all just down to Sabites, but Sabites on his Sova Let's see what he can do. The answer is nothing here, as Bold Beast gets a flawless round to start it off. So 2-0 towards Bold Beast. Really impressed with what they've been able to do so far. And yeah, let's see how the 200 Robbers fight back. Now, of course, 200 Robbers, as I've said many times, is probably one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to take this entire season. But if there's anyone I think that can take them down, it's definitely the Bold Beast. And one thing that they've done well is that they punish the early game of the 200 Robbers. One thing I think that the 200 Robbers has not done very well is holding, having a good start. And I think that's something that the Bold Beasts have been able to punish so far. Now, CeleStarz is going to scout here. Is he going to scout the short angle though? And the answer is no. Oh, that could be really misleading. He might think that site is clear. It looks like he decides better of it and decides not to push Para. Instead, going towards Garage, and it looks like Bold Beasts are happy to give up Garage. Now, Jeff gets spotted, but Celeste is just quicker. She has been absolutely insane today. CeleStarz also picked off Para despite having the judge there. So 3 players go down, and now it's up to Weeb and Kiwa to retake this. Now, one thing that I do want to mention as she's about to get another pick here is that Celeste has been an absolute menace today on stream and just in her games in general. And, it's great to see her fight back, considering that she didn't have the best performance yesterday. But right now, she's just off swinging here, having the funny number as her KD with 4 early kills. Very impressed with what she's able to do. And, the rest of the team has consistently performed well in the past few games. Maybe Bio could step it up a little bit more. We have yet to see Sin, but the rest of them, CeleStarz, Panda, Kuro, have done really well for this team. And Celeste is one of those players that has a lot of potential but has not been able to show what she's really capable of. And I think right now, today is her day to show that, as she starts off with 4 strong kills. And that's exactly what 200 Robbers need. Right, this was one of the few missing pieces of their team, but with Celeste and hopefully Bio soon to pop off, that would make this team a whole lot scarier. Now, we will be able to shut Celeste down, but Kuro trades it out. Kuro is also another man that you cannot ever discount. Yesterday, he had a somewhat quiet game as Kiwa pushes up and gets the pick on Panda. But Kuro is someone that we can definitely see step it up at any point. CeleStarz does trade Kiwa out, so now it's down to a 3v3, but it looks like the 200 Robbers will have the site control first. Now, it's once again up to the Bold Beast to retake this. Question is, will they be able to do it? With Jeff, Para, and Puff. Now Kuro and Bio is going to just play post plant here on sites, while CeleStarz is taking a more passive approach. Does spot one in heaven. Kuro gets the opening pick. Bio gets one as well on Jeff, and now it's all just down to Para. Now Para will get CeleStarz, and he's just going to go downstairs. So question is he still going to go for this? Is he gonna play exits? Looks like he still does want to try, but Bio, Mr. Shady Man, will get the better of him. And, looking at the scoreboard, you would not expect to see Panda at the bottom, but I don't think it's so much that he's underperforming as his team is just doing really, really well. And having Celeste, having Bio step it up while still getting that consistent performance from CeleStarz and Kuro, as a team captain in Panda, he can really focus on his role and as an initiator, instead of having having that pressure to have to kill. And that's something that is really invaluable, if you're a team captain, because you can focus solely on IGLing, focus on leading your team, making the right calls without knowing that your team will be able to execute it as needed. Now on the other side, the Bold Bees were off to a great start here. It seems like they have slowed down a little bit. They are on a save here. Now let's see what Weeb can do. Now Weeb will pick one. Puff gets one on Celeste as well, but Panda gets two, finally stepping it up. Oh, and Kiwa gets two though, so now it's down to 1v2. Oh, and Panda gets caught in the reload. Surprisingly, Bold Bees with the safe will be able to have two alive and win that round. Two huge sheriff kills from the Bold Bees to start things off, and then Kiwa being able to get two kills there with the Spectre. That's a huge play from Bold Bees, and as their name suggests, they are very aggressive. They are bold, that's for sure. And this is why they are one of the funner teams to watch in the league. There are some teams out there that are more on the methodical side and more strategic. And I feel like with the Bold Bees, they are very loose. And I think that's part of the reason why they found success against the Bandits yesterday. Now, Panda, unfortunately, will get picked off, or not Panda, but Weeb, rather, will get picked off in Garage immediately. So now the Bees are down to a 4v5, and it looks like they're reading this wrong. Yes, Weeb died in Garage, but it looks like that's all just a ruse as they're heading over towards A, and A seems empty right now, but looks like the robbers are backing off, and Para caught Kuro off guard, but Celeste will be able to clean him up. So now it's still down to a 4v3. And I think the Bees are confused at this point because they're rotating everywhere. They don't know where the enemies are, but with shots in Garage. Okay, Jeff will be able to get one. Oh, gets caught out though. Celeste with another clean one. Two on the board for her this round. And now it looks like the Bees are split between C and A, but the attack looks like the real attack is going to come in B. So Celeste is going to lead the charge, will not see anyone, and just like that, they do have to plant. Once again, the Bees have to play a post plant between Kiwa and Puff. Now this is definitely still very doable for them as Puff gets one kill. Panda and Celeste both on site. Panda gets spotted. So let's see what they can do here. Oh, but Celeste with the proactive approach, now just down to the Reina v Reina. Let's see. Oh, and Celeste is able to finish him off. Celeste with a clean 4K. 8 rounds, 8 kills on the board for her. Going head to head with an immortal player in Kiwa, one of the best, if not the best player by rank in our league so far. Very, very impressed. Yesterday she could go toe to toe with Cryptic, and that was not her peak performance. Right now she is 8-4-0, leading the charge. In a team of immortals of Diamond, she's still able to shine, and it's just very impressive with what she can do so far. And she continues to show that as she brings down her opposing Reina there. And right now Celeste just has the number on Kiwa, which is definitely a worry if you are the Bold Bees. Now Puff is going to push through, will not be able to get Celeste, but does finally get taken down by Jeff. Panda, though, on the other hand, picks off 2, so now it's down to a 3v2. Now this is not as clean as you'd like to see it, and let's just hope robbers don't give away this anti-eco once again. It looks like they're going to salvage it. Panda with 3 clean kills. Kuro gets 1 as well, and it looks like the 200 robbers will take the lead back in their favor, 4-3. Now this game has just been going back and forth, and both teams are just playing absolutely phenomenally. I'm really liking what these teams have been able to pull off so far, right? I know I give a lot of credit to Celeste, to Panda, but on the other side, Kiwa and Para. Para is someone that we know have the potential, right? His peak was Diamond. But in the previous game, even though the Bold Beast did win, he was somewhat quiet as Kiwa just making easy work of Panda and Kuro. Now let's see. Can he get any more? It looks like the 200 robbers are taking a more passive approach now. I don't think they were expecting 2 players to go down so suddenly, but that's a great start for the Bold Bees. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, Para, despite somewhat underperforming to his standards at least previously. Oh, Kiwa gets another one, but Celeste will trade it out. Once again, Celeste is the bane of Kiwa's existence right now. Yeah, Para so far is off to a strong start here as he gets the flank. I don't think Sabites and Celeste will be ready for this. Let's see if they check this now. They're making lots of noises. Para and Puff pincering in from behind, and it looks like Celeste is not going to be ready for it. Neither is Sabites, and Para will be able to get 2 to finish it off. The Bees sting back 4-4. And yeah, right now, no team can really figure each other out really well. You know, I feel like right now it's all down to the gunfights. And yes, Celeste has been doing well, but Kiwa is still Kiwa at the end of the day. And being able to get Panda and Kuro right off the bat, that was huge for the Bees. And you know, one thing that I do want to compare as well is Kiwa and Panda here. And I feel like these two players have a different approach despite both being immortal. Whereas Kiwa is the more aggressive, you know, just take every fight and win every fight type of player. Panda is very methodical with the types of fights he chooses. As you see there, he did pick off Kiwa, and Kiwa was not ready for that. On the other hand, Para did get 2 though. So now, despite Panda getting some clean kills, Para got a 3k off his own. So now let's see, Panda. Ooh, Panda is not expecting Weeb there. Despite getting the dink, he won't be able to get much else. So now it's down to Kuro in a 1v2. But yeah, Panda is just really good at choosing his fights and making sure that every fight is, you know, favorable to him. His game sense as well as his patience is just something that, you know, has worked really well for him, and it almost feels like every fight is unfair in his favor. So I think that's not to say that Panda does not have skills whatsoever, but I think these two different playstyles and seeing both of them work, seeing both of them, you know, be on top of the leaderboard for their teams is really cool to see, because it shows that you can take, you know, many different approaches to becoming good at this game, and both are equally as effective. But question is, in a team setting, we have yet to see, you know, which style works better for their team. As right now, both teams are still trading back and forth. Now, Para will pick off Kuro, picks off Sabites as well, and that's a Sova gone for the 200 robbers. That's huge, you know, if you're Bold Bees. Kiwa wants to peek as well, but this time around, Panda is not letting that happen. Now, Celeste is going to be leading the charge, but Para is just too clean with 4 kills. Can he get the ace here? Can we see the second ace of the day? Para is just taking a careful approach. It looks like Panda wants to push through. Will be able to get one off his own. Surely the Beasts don't throw this. Now, Weeb knows where Panda is. Oh, and Weeb is just dancing around, not wanting to give anything away. And these two players seem to not be able to find each other now. Looks like Panda wants to push. Oh, but Weeb just playing it very careful. You know, I love how Para is not just rushing in for the kill. Panda did get that one though. So the Bees are not out of the woods yet. I think this is all but over, but they cannot feel too comfortable. And yeah, once again, I like how Para is playing the safe approach, not going, you know, running in for the kill, despite, you know, he knows that he's close to an ace. I feel like Panda is just going to grant it to him here. No, looks like Panda is just going to save, going to deny Para off his ace, which is unfortunate from a viewer's perspective, but I think that's a smart move there for the 200 robbers, as they need guns going into the next round. Right, they are poor. Unfortunately, they don't have the money here, and if you are the Bold Beast, you have to be very happy with how the defensive round has gone so far. They've been playing absolutely phenomenally, and I think you know, Sabites and Bio falling, or Kuro rather, falling right off the bats, that is definitely something that can't happen. But this man on your screen right here finally popping off 15-4-0, and it feels like the 200 robbers still don't have any answers for him. This is definitely a huge improvement compared to how he was yesterday. And there's still Kiwa. Kiwa being able to get one. Let's see if he can get Sabite as well. Ooh, Sabite is tempting fate, but it looks like Panda once again will get the better of Kiwa. It seems like Kiwa has struggled against Panda, has struggled against Celeste, and I think his aggression is now, being punished. Question is, does he still want to do that? Of course, knowing Puff and his leading style, he's the type that lets the team, do whatever they want, let them play loose, and it was working for them, but and it is still working for them. But yeah, we just have to see how this is going to go, and looks like this time round, they're the one that's going to come out on top once again. So despite, Kiwa being punished early after getting his first kill, it looks like that's not going to matter as the Bold Beast gets their 7th round in the half. But yeah, I think one thing that Puff did really well is choosing his team, because the players that he chose are players that naturally does better when they're allowed to be loose, when they're allowed to, play to their own strengths, right? Like Kiwa taking the aggressive approach, like Para going in with the flanks, right? Going in, and yeah, just playing the way they all love to play. Now, this is definitely very different to some of the other approaches that we've seen, but there is a reason why they are right now tied for first in the league, and based on how this is going so far, they may be the strongest team in the league so far. Now, Para is able to get one more. Unfortunately, this time around, he's going to be traded by Kuro, but not before they all take a lot of damage. Oh, Kuro almost died there, but with a great teleport, he's able to get out alive. So now in a 4v4, Sabites will get the pick on Puff here. So that's yet another good pick for the 200 robbers. Weeb pushes in, will get Kuro down to a 3v3. But he is tagged up though. And now what does the rest of the robbers want to do? Looks like they're just going to be backing off, thinking about a retake, but the Bold Bees are already on it as they all rotate over to C and Garage. If you're the 200 robbers, you cannot slow it down. You only have 30 seconds to work with. Weeb is waiting here ready on A. Looks like it is going to be the A approach after all. Now, question is Kiwa going to rotate quickly? It looks like he just wants to anchor. Oh, suddenly the spike is down. Weeb holds on with 2. Now it's all just down to Celeste, but she's running out of time. She will get the plant down. Oh, she fakes it. I think she's getting into her own head. Okay, she will be able to get the plant down, but I don't think she's going to be expecting Kiwa, who's going to be coming in from the back. She will get caught out. So Kiwa is going to get the 8th round for the Bees. What an amazing half for them, being able to start off really strong on a defensive half. But like I always say, usually the defensive team, has it easier, especially when the teams aren't so coordinated. So hopefully this time around, the 200 robbers being on defense will be able to pull off something here. And on the other side, one thing about the Bold Bees yesterday that I criticized a lot is the fact that they were sometimes, struggling with their confidence. They're not a team that's very good at executing. So let's hope that today, those things have changed with Kiwa and his confidence, right? Yesterday, that's definitely a huge piece that they were missing. So hopefully this time around they can just follow Kiwa's lead, and that's ultimately why Kiwa is so good, especially with the Reyna, with duelists in general, is because of his confidence and his speed that catches the enemy off guard. Looks like Kiwa and the rest of the team wants to go for a mid push, but Panda will just stop Sage immediately, and the team captain goes down. Panda peeks for more. Jeff will be able to get one on Sabites. Oh, Weeb is just absolutely clueless there, but Kuro is anything but clueless as he takes 3 down with him, including Para, who has been playing really well. That is the start of the pistol round that the 200 robbers need. And I think this is definitely far from over. If Panda and Kuro can keep on doing that, Bio, Celeste, as well as Sabites can support them, I think this is still going to be a very, very tough game for the Bees. But of course, the Bees have a comfortable lead here. They can really take their time. Oh, it looks like they want to force. That's an interesting, choice for them. It's a very risky one as well. Now Kuro is going to spot couple, knows that it's going to be a C push, and with that gun noise he knows that the Bees have force now, and looks like, oh, it almost paid off, but Kuro is going to trade out his teammate. Oh, Kuro with 2 huge whiffs there. That cannot happen. Sabites gets taken down as well. Now it's all down to Bio and Celeste. This cannot fall apart. Oh no, this cannot happen. Now, Para will get 1 as well. Celeste, let's see what she can do here. Gets 2. Okay, that's the start that they need. And will not spot anyone. Oh, sees Para, but did not expect Para to be that close by. So the Bees, it looks like their buy around has paid off, and that gamble was a huge win if you are Team Bees, because the 200 robbers forced last round thinking that they can get a free round, but no, the Bees are not letting any round slip their hands, and now unfortunately the robbers have to save, which unless the Bees make a massive error, this should be a 10-5 lead for the Bees. Very impressed with, I'm really impressed with their, I would almost say carelessness, but just how free they play, how fluid they are is really impressive. Oh, Celeste, unfortunately, with a huge whiff. That's a huge opportunity there. Kuro will get 1, but Jeff takes 2 down. So now it's all down to Sabites and Bio here. Sabites is going to be pushing through. Para will pick that one off. So now it's all just down to Bio. Bio will get Kiwa, so that's a good start. But question is Bio going to be able to get Para as well? That's a good blind there. Does not have a gun to recover. Oh, that's awkward. But it looks like Weeb is just going to defuse the situation here by ending Bio's alive there. Yeah, ending his misery at that point. And I think misery is just the best way to describe how 200 robbers are playing right now. And what's devastating is that it's not that they're playing badly per se, it's just they haven't been able to crack the offense, right? The offense, sorry. They haven't been able to figure out their defense to the things that the Bees are throwing at them. But yeah, I'm just very impressed with what the Bees have been able to pull off so far. Really well played by them. Now Panda is going to encounter a couple here. Will not get anything, surprisingly. Puff is the one that's going to take down the opposing captain. Sabites and Kuro will get 1 each respectively. Now Kiwa is down. Celeste is still on back sides, but Jeff is going to not let her get more than 1. So now it's down to a 2v2 retake here. Let's see. Jeff and Weeb versus Bio and Kuro. I think Bio and Kuro have an idea of where they might be. This smoke is somewhat misleading, but I think... Okay, so they know where Doggy Princess is at least. Oh, but what can they do here? Oh, with the ult here, this is going to deal a lot of damage. Kuro is not even able to get 1. So now I think with that, Bio is not going to be able to do much. Sprayed through the smoke. Jeff with 3 clean kills to clean off backside and garage once again. This man is finally going on a tear, after having a relatively quiet first half. He's finally showing up. He's finally showing us what he's all about. And, I've talked a lot about Kiwa, about Para, but this man right here, it has also started contributing. And of course, Weeb, someone who's always quiet, under the radar. And I think that's also his profile back in, CVL Season 1 for the Pockies. He's never the, flashy type, but he's always consistent. He always gets things done. So that's very well done by him. Now Panda will spot all 5. Let's see what he can do here. The answer is nothing, as Weeb once again will just spray him through the wooden door. Kuro will get one in return though, so that is a consolation prize at least. But with the captain down, let's see what they're going to do here. And trades like that always benefits the attacking side. So, oh! Okay, that cannot happen. Jeff looked, you know, clean there, but instead he's the one that gets taken down. Celeste will get Weeb as well, so suddenly, wow, the 200 robbers are able to turn that one around. That looked bad, you know, especially since Panda was the one that fell first, but Kuro being able to get 2 there and, you know, doing really well with the Sheriff, as well as Celeste being able to get that 1 kill on the Spectre. That's a huge round. And yes, the bees are still sitting comfortably, but if you're the 200 robbers, maybe that's the spark that they needed to bring this one back. Man, this game is just going back and forth, and both teams, it looks like finally the robbers are starting to figure their things out again. Oh, Kuro, unfortunately, huge whiff there. That could have been a huge punish on Weeb, but instead, he's just going to be backing off. Now, he gets spotted and unfortunately gets taken down. The man that he was supposed to kill gets killed instead by him. Bio and Panda both fall as well. So now it's all just down to Kiwa, Celeste, or Panda, Celeste, and Sabites. Let's see what they can do here. They are smoked off. Celeste also smoked off. Will not see much. Panda does get Para, and Celeste does spot Kiwa. Okay, suddenly this looks doable. Oh, but Weeb, just an absolute menace, getting 3 kills there, and this looks all but over for Sabites. He just gets walled off. And yeah, if you're Sabites, what can you do here? All you can do is just hope that you can save, but even that is not allowed by Jeff. Oh, and the bees are at 12. Their attacking round has just looked absolutely phenomenal. And, you know, the 200 robbers, unfortunately, they haven't been able to do much on their defensive half after winning the pistol. I think losing that second round after the pistol was a huge blow for them. And as you can see, it gave all the confidence that the bees need to finish this game off. Now, of course, this game's not over yet, but I think the bees are poised to take this and taking the first place in the league so far. Let's see if the 200 robbers have anything left in the tank. Now, Para is going to scout out here. The bees are getting ready for a B attack. This is going to be a B defense, though. Oh, Panda gets spotted. Celeste will be able to open it up on Para, so that's the start they need. Now Celeste does get picked off. Oh, and they're all falling apart. And Bio will get 1 to his name. But the bees will just take the game all together. Very, very well played by the bees. A much cleaner half, or game rather, compared to yesterday. Bees take it 13-6.